Hey everyone, welcome to my channel Techbeast.org. So today what we are going to see is all about Git. So today a lot of people are working in different open source projects. Okay, so today entire world is moving towards open source. So if you want to contribute to any of the open source project, you must understand what is Git first. Okay, so the moment you are familiar with Git, you can able to collaborate with a lot of open source minds. Okay, so a lot of peoples around the world, a lot of different projects, you can interact with them, you can able to efficiently share your thoughts and your coding knowledge. Okay, through Git. So it's very essential now to understand what is Git and how it is working. So a lot of you heard about GitHub, Bitbucket, and GitLab. Okay, so these are all as a remote server. Okay, so it's basically a Git, but they are running, they are providing you hosting providers. Okay, to host all your source codes and all these kind of stuffs. Okay, so let's get into the session to know more about Git. So in this session, we will talk about what is Git and what are the basics of Git, and you will get a clear picture. Okay, so to kickstart your open source journey. So what is Git and why you need Git? As I said, Git is an open source distributed version control system to efficiently manage all your projects. Okay, so what does it really means? Okay, the distributed version control system. Okay, so the version control system, why you need a version control system. Okay, so let's say you're interested in doing some, or you are doing already some interesting open source projects. Okay, in your favorite programming language like Python or Node.js or whatever. Okay, so then you want to share and collaborate with your friends. Okay, so there should not be any overlapping, right? So you can safely push all your changes, and your friend can safely do all his changes, and there should not be any overlapping. So there should be some mediator or a tool you may need, okay, to manage all these things efficiently. So that's where this Git is coming in, and it'll be really helpful for you. So as I said, it easily allows teams and friends to collaborate with each other on projects without overlapping. Okay, that's the reason you need a version control system. So then what does it really mean, this distributed version control system? Okay, so distributed, so this word is very important. Okay, so you no need to have any external network server or something to collaborate, as long as you want to collaborate remotely. Okay, so everything you're going to do in your local machine itself. Okay, so you're running a project, or you are building something in your local machine, and your friend is building something in his local machine. Okay, so everything can happen within a local machine itself. Okay, so the Git will store everything inside its database securely and safely. Okay, so all your changes, so once you get the network connection, you want to collaborate remotely, you can use services like GitHub, Bitbucket, and GitLab. Okay, so basically all these companies provide hosting services for all your source codes. Okay, so that's how it works. You can collaborate, so you can collaborate via GitHub. You can push your code to GitHub, and your friend can pull from GitHub, or your friend can push to the GitHub repository, and you can pull from the GitHub repository. So that's how you can collaborate. So that's the meaning of the distributed version control system. Okay, so now let's see how this a simple architecture. Okay, so how this Git is gonna work. So let's say there's a team A in some company A, and they are building something in their local repo. As I said, all their source code, everything is inside the laptop, and there's a team B which is in some other region. Okay, so they are having a local repo or exact same clone. They are building some projects, and they're collaborating. Okay, so how they're gonna do is there will be a remote server. Okay, so it can be GitHub, Bitbucket, or GitLab. Okay, so as I if you are a tech expert, okay, so you can just run your own Git server even. Okay, so you can just buy an instance in AWS or Google Cloud or Microsoft Azure, just install Git, and you can create a service like GitHub, GitLab, or Bitbucket. Okay, just for your remote collaboration. Okay, so it's totally up to as what we really need. Now GitHub of course have even private repositories. You can have unlimited collaborators in GitHub. Okay, so there are a lot of options available, and GitHub is quite familiar now. Okay, so a lot of people are using GitHub. So now what, let's say this team A and team B want to collaborate, means they will collaborate via this remote server. Okay, so the central repository will be in GitHub, and this team A will push it there, and the team B will pull from there, and if team B will push there, team A will pull from there. So basically this is the rough understanding of Git. Okay, so now the best way to learn everything is getting your hands dirty. So let's get into the session. Okay, so now I have created a simple folder, Git Basics. Okay, so this folder, what I'm going to do is what are the changes I'm going to make inside the folder, what are the files I'm going to create, how the Git is going to track it efficiently, and let you know each and every single stage and status, okay, of the folder and the files you are changing. Okay, then, okay, so the initial process always is you need to initialize this repository to be managed by Git. So if you want to be Git to manage your repository, you should always execute the command git init. So this command will initialize your repository as an empty Git repository. Okay, so basically this command will create a hidden.git folder. Okay, so inside you can see a lot of files and folders inside. Basically all these things, your Git will store your changes and everything. Okay, this is a database kind of tracking version of Git. Okay, so basically all the changes, branches, whatever you create, it will be stored and tracked from this .git folder only. Okay, so now let's go back, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a simple text file. Okay, so in order to understand the concepts of Git. Okay, so welcome to techbeast.org. Okay, so I'm going to echo this into a hello.txt file. So basically this will create a simple text file, hello.txt. Okay, okay, inside if I open and see, you can see welcome to techbeast.org message. So now let's just key in the status, git status. So this command, you need to, if you are familiar with Git, or if you want to be familiar with Git, it's a good practice to always check the current status of the Git. Okay, so that git status you will probably use often. So now you can see branches. I'm on branch master, so branches and merging concepts, so we will see in a while. Okay, so basically your the Git is telling untracked files are present. Okay, so which is hello.txt. Okay, how Git is gonna track your files is untracked files and all your modified files. Okay, so you need to inform Git that this file is ready to track. So in Git concept we call it staging. Okay, so all your modified and untracked files you need to move to the staging stage. Okay, after staging you are ready to commit. So basically this is the flow Git is gonna work. So this is a concept you have to be very clear. So now you see untracked files. Okay, so my hello.txt file is untracked. If I want to track, even Git will tell you suggestion. Okay, just git add your file, so it will be staged and it will be ready to be committed. Okay, so let's just do git add hello.txt. Okay, when I just go and key in the git status again, you can see new file hello.txt, which is in the state of staged. Okay, so now the next stage is we want to commit it. Okay, so committing is something like, okay, there is no more changes, I'm very confident with my code, I'm going to commit this. So always do the commit when you're clear with your work. Okay, so it's always the best practice. So better do all the changes, better review everything you did during the staging stage, and it's always good practice to execute the commit command once you're done and so confident with your files and folders. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is git commit dash m stands for is just a message I'm adding in order to uh, tell people, or just for your reference, what you did. Okay, so this is my first commit, so let me just give git commit dash m first commit. Okay, so you can see the message master and a master branch, there's a first commit happened, one file changed. So if I go and key in the git status, you can see I'm on branch master, there is nothing to commit now. Working directory is so clean because I have committed already. Okay, so now what we are going to do is let's just edit the file, or I can add some new line, and let's see how Git is tracking this. Okay, I am just open the Visual Studio Code. Okay, and I'm just adding a new line here. This is just a text. Okay, adding a new line here. So if I just go back to this command, and when I key in git status, you can see Git is telling us your file is modified. Okay, so now as I said, what do you want to do? If you're okay means you need to move this file to the staging stage. So if you want to move, just go to git add hello.txt again, and if you go and see the status, it's like changes to be committed and it's modified. Okay, so you can see the difference. So now in my previous git status, it showed it's a new file, and now it's showing it's modified. Okay, so that's how git easily tracks whatever the changes you're doing. Okay, now it's always the last process. I'm confident with my changes, so let me just commit it again. Okay, so this is a new line. That's it. Okay, so now there's another commit happen, and now when I go and see the git status, it will show you you're on branch master. There is nothing to commit. Okay, so these are all the basic commands like git add, git commit, git status. So these are all the commonly used git commands. So now if you want to check the logs, so it's very straightforward and simple. Just go and key in git log. This will list down the logs. Okay, the entire process you have did. First I have did a commit, which is my first commit. Okay, then second I have added a new line. Okay, so this is my second commit. So all your commits will be tracked here. Okay, so this is how Git is really awesome, and Git will help you to manage all your big project. This is just a single file. Or you just imagine you have a big open source project you're doing, and you want to maintain a lot of files and folders inside. Git will tell you clearly what is going on inside. Okay, okay, so before we go into hands-on session for this branches and merging, let's just talk a few seconds about the theory of branches and merging, what it is really means. Okay, so here you can see left-hand side there is before merge, and right-hand side you can see after merge. So basically, the diagram itself is very clear, right? So you can just see there is a branch you are using normally, as I showed. Always you will be in master branch. Okay, so as long as you don't create any branch, your branch is assumed you are in a master branch. So now let's say you want to create or add some new features to your project. Okay, so now what you will do basically is you can create a branch, and you can merge it later with your master branch if your future branch looks good and you're confident enough. Okay, so basically why this branch is helpful. So let's say you're working with your friends, so 5 or 6 of your friends are collaborating, or different team members are collaborating. Okay, so each of them can work on individual branches, and everything can be merged later at later stage. Okay, so it's those kind of easy process of working with people and collaborating via git. Okay, so now you can see there's a master branch, there's a feature branch. All these yellow dots is a feature branch I have newly added, and once I'm confident, I'm going to merge it back to the master branch. That's it, simple. So then right hand side you can see after merge, you can see the master branch and the feature branch available as a same single source code. Okay, so basically that's the branches and merging, and that's how it's work. Okay, so let's come back to the hands-on session. So if you want to check currently what branch you are in, so the command is git branch. So this will list out all the branches currently available. Okay, now I didn't create any branch yet, so I'm still in the master branch. So let's say now I'm creating a new branch, as I said, a feature branch. Okay, git branch feature. Okay, so this is a branch. I'm going to add some features into this text file, git branch feature. Okay, so now if you go and key in git branch, it will show you two branches, feature and master. Okay, so you should note this asterisk symbol. So this is the symbol which will tell you currently which branch you are in. Okay, so let's say now I want to go to this feature branch. Okay, so you should check out. So check out feature. So this command will help you to move between branches. Okay, so now you can see the message switched to branch feature. So now git will track everything separate. So whatever the changes I'm going to do now comes under the feature branch, and it won't affect master. Let me just show you a simple example here. Okay, so you can see the hello.txt file here, right? So welcome to techbeast.org inside, and adding a new line here. Now I'm just going to edit this. Okay, this is a feature branch. Okay, I have saved this file. Okay, now let's go and see the status, git status. You can see modified. Currently you can see the message here, I'm on branch feature. Okay, last time you were seeing we are on branch master. Where's it? Sorry, here. Okay, so now we have
moved our branch to feature. Okay, so let me just stage it. Okay, so git add hello.text. Okay, so git status. So it's modified. I'm on branch feature and I have modified my hello.txt file. Okay, let me just commit it. Okay, so this is a feature branch. Okay, so now I've just committed it. Let me just cat and see or show you guys what is inside this hello.txt. So we added a new line. This is a feature branch. Okay, so now let me just go and switch back to my master branch. So the command to switch back to master branch is git checkout master. So now I am switched to my master branch. So let me just show you the hello.txt what is inside. You can see there is no new line, which is a feature branch. Welcome to Techbeast.org, adding a new line here. Okay, because we did not merge our feature branch with the master branch. Okay, so if you are a developer and you want to review first, so whenever your friend he just created a new branch and you are just going through it, once you feel okay his code is pure and clean, I'm gonna merge it with my master branch. So now this is the concept of branching. I just showed you with one branch like this. You can create multiple branches, you can manage separately, you can see the output, you can see review it, everything you can do independently. Okay, once you're okay, you can merge it. Now let me show you what is a command and how easy it is to merge a big project into a single into a master branch. Okay, so let me the command to do is git merge. Okay, so merge, you want to merge which branch to master. Here is feature. Okay, so git merge feature. That's it. So you can see the message here. Fast forward, hello.txt, one file changed, zero insertions, zero deletions. Okay, so basically these are all the messages Git will just output. So now we have merged the feature branch with the master branch. So when I go and see the status here on branch master, there is nothing to commit. Working directory is clean. I can just echo the hello.txt. That's cool. You see here? Now I'm in my master branch. Okay, you can see this is a feature branch. The text file which we created on the feature branch now is merged with master branch. Okay, so this is the concept of branching and merging. So in my next video, I'm going to show you how you can collaborate remotely via GitHub. Okay, so whatever we learn now is just basics of Git, and this is good enough to kickstart your Git journey. Okay, so in my next video, I'll tell you how you can collaborate using GitHub. Two different users in Git can pull and push, and how they can collaborate basically for any kind of open source projects. Okay. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like my videos and channel, please subscribe to it and show your support. So let's learn every day. Let's make technology easy peasy for everyone. I hope everyone is staying safe, and thank you.